Hey guys, I want to talk to you about how action beats knowledge, the trap of endless learning. And I brought my guitar for you guys so I could just use a prompt and give you guys some examples, okay? Let's say camp number 1. We have people who go on YouTube, watch guitar videos, read tablature, and learn music theory. And camp number 2 never does those things, but can get up and they're holding the guitar. They're like, okay, what if I do this? What if I do that? What if I do this? What if I do that? Okay? So one group is getting all the head knowledge. One group knows in their head how everything works. But the other one feels with their body how it works. One has a deep-rooted feeling and understanding. Maybe they don't know, okay, well, this is a G, A, B. They don't know what that is going to be. But they know how it sounds. They know how it feels in their hand. They know the experience of holding the guitar. They know the calluses that are on your fingers. So, they have that real world experience. They're primed and ready to go, okay? And as they do that, the learning can come second. Okay, well, wow, I never knew that I was playing an A. I never knew that I was playing in the key of C major, okay? But I know how to play the guitar and I know what sounds good intrinsically, okay? So what happens is people, I think, are on YouTube watching a bunch of stuff, and I encourage you to do that because I think that knowledge is power, but there is a step that cannot be skipped, in success. And it's that part where you're actually out there doing stuff, making mistakes, and figuring it out and getting a feel for it. Somebody who cognitively has thought of all the variables, well, in this situation I would feel like this, and that, and I think I would respond this, and that way, is completely different than somebody who's actually been there and done that, because there's always variables that you can't learn or prepare for. You can only experience and do the wrong thing. And I brought up a quote from Teddy Roosevelt today. I don't know if you've ever heard of that guy. I've never heard of him. Theodore Roosevelt. I've never heard of this guy before. I think he's probably somebody famous or something. He must have done something important because this quote is going around. But I wanted to share his quote about it's not the critic who counts, because this is the key to success in life, all right? I'm going to break down the entire quote, but I'm going to read it to you first, okay? It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles or where the doer of deeds could have done better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs and comes up short again and again because there is no effort without error or shortcoming, but who knows the great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who, at the best, knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who, at the worst, if he fails, at least he fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither knew victory nor defeat. Okay, I want to break this down for you. The credit belongs to the man who is in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood. Think about that imagery for a second. Face is marred by dust and sweat and blood means that learning something, while that wasn't the case for guitar specifically for me, maybe it was for you, it's somebody who's actually out doing something. Who's in the arena, who errs and comes up short again and again. Think about that. Who errs and comes up short again and again, because there is no effort without error or shortcoming. I think that is one of the key verses, key things to say here. There's no effort without error or shortcoming. But who knows the great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause. Okay, so when we go out and do something, if we want to be successful in life, there is no effort. Whatever you do, you're going to be making mistakes. So sometimes we have this feeling inside of us like, oh God, I don't know if I'm ready. What if I mess up? What if I do something wrong? What if it doesn't go well? What if I ruin my life? Okay, we have all these fears. And action cures fear, and action creates results. Okay? You don't know if you can do something until you actually put your hand to the plow, for all you farmers, and actually try it. Action creates results, and action cures fear. You really cannot be successful if you are not marred by dust and sweat and blood. Okay? I'm all for learning about spiritual content and manifestation stuff, and I think that's good for our internal dialogue. And I believe maybe the universe, I've seen that God or the universe responds to that positively. But the thing is, there's this other part where we got to get out in the arena and get our face marred by dust and sweat and blood. And I can't think of the word right now. There was this quote I wanted to bring up. What is it? I forgot what it was. I can't remember it off the top of my head. I'm going to sit here and bore you guys trying to figure out what it is. But it was basically... relish the... It was a Bill Belichick quote. I have it on my phone. I can't remember what it was. Relish the rigor, I think it might have been. Relish the rigor. I think that... We're going to go with that. I made that quote up. It could not be the actual one, but relish the rigor. Okay? Enjoy the great enthusiasms, the great devotions, and spending your time in a worthy cause. Enjoy that process. Enjoy the feeling of being afraid. I want you to train your brain right now when you feel scared. Scared is just excited in a different form, okay? So if I'm like, oh, scared, like I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do this, I want you like to think when you feel that feeling like, oh man, I am so scared to talk to that girl. I am so scared to go to that job interview. I want you to imagine that feeling, that anxiety feeling like, I'm not sure if I can buy that house. What if I fail? Okay? I want you to take that feeling, that anxiety of what if I fail, and tell yourself, when I feel this feeling, it means I'm doing something good. When I feel this feeling, it means I'm doing something good. When I feel this feeling, it means I'm going to be successful. When I feel this feeling, I know I'm on the right track because success is on the other side of this feeling. When this feeling's coming up, I am knocking on the door to success. That feeling is your body, your faulty computer programming trying to convince you to be safe. Don't do that. Don't be successful. I want to be a loser. All right, that's what your body is telling you. Don't listen to it. Listen to me. When you get that scared feeling, tell yourself, I'm getting this feeling because I'm doing the right thing and I'm going to make a better life for myself. When I get this feeling, it's because I'm doing the right thing. When I get this feeling, I'm doing the right thing. That's the way I think about it. Like, oh man, all right, I'm getting this feeling. I got to go make some action. There's only one way to cure that feeling, in my experience. When you have this feeling of, oh man, I'm scared. I'm scared to go give that speech. Like that tension, that like, oh man, I don't know if I'm ready for this. That's that feeling I'm trying to channel. When that, I don't know if I'm ready for this. Like, oh God, I have that nervous anxiety, that anticipation of like, it's about to be go time and I'm kind of scared. That is the feeling I want you to tell yourself, this feeling, dude, I love this feeling. I love this feeling because I know that on the other side of this feeling, success is happening. That's what I wanted to share with you guys. And remember, while goal visualization, while dreaming and thinking about things is super important, our brain tricks ourselves into thinking we're actually successful just by sitting around learning and dreaming. All right, while we're out learning and dreaming, like, oh man, someday I'm going to have a Lamborghini. Like, I've seen people post on Facebook. Now, I completely deleted it, but there is something on there, and it was like, what's your dream house or your dream life? And it would be like, Sarah's dream life is this, or the life Sarah deserves is this. And it's like a huge house, a G-Wagon, and a Lamborghini, or something, or like a mansion on the beach, or something like that, okay? So you're watching that, and you're like feeling like, wow, you're right, this is my dream house, and this is the house that I deserve. But really you don't. You've just tricked your brain into thinking, wow, because I looked at that content, I think I'm successful. You've tricked your brain into thinking you actually are going to have that house, when really you live in a trailer. And I want you to get out and get your face marred by sweat and blood, so when you can get that house or whatever dream or goal that you want to achieve in life, you earned it. You're like, dude, I actually do deserve this house because I actually have it. What's better, dreaming about the house, or like waking up and you're like, dude, I actually have this house? What's better? Watching cool houses on YouTube and thinking about, man, I'd love to have that house, or waking up in that house and being like, whoa, like, I think I did it. I think all that hard work and every day where my life sucked, where I woke up early and everybody hated on me and I had no friends and I got made fun of, and I actually went out and like, I did some stuff, like, wow, I'm in the house, like, holy crap, it worked. That's what I want to leave you guys with. Goal visualization is important, but your brain's going to confuse it with actual success. You know what success is? Success is the man or woman who's actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs and comes up short again and again, because there's no effort without error or shortcoming. That's what I want to leave you with, guys. If you found this educational, encouraging, if you learned something, if you feel convicted about your laziness and just sitting around on your ass doing nothing, hit that subscribe button. Share this video with a friend. And you know what? Since it's not the critic who counts, I'm totally comfortable with you guys dissing on me in the comments section. But as long as you like the video, subscribe and share it with a friend. Have a wonderful day, guys.